goal of this installation at LV Open is to demonstrate human-centric light variations. We have products from three different suppliers in 3 different rooms. The basic technology is tunable white 6060 roof plates, and we are working with temporal variations of the color temperature and the light intensity. In this installation we are not working with any other light design concepts, and we do not use any sensors. The basic focus of this illustration is to demonstrate slow light variations. It is inspired by similar installation in a Malmö classroom. In the variation scheme we have activating wake up light in the morning, activating work light in the afternoon, and more harmonious light during lunchtime. The slope time for the variations is around 20 minutes. And we also have shorter demonstration cases to illustrate how it's working. The video focuses on the user interfaces and the light character in the room. But first an illustration from Bahamas.
Light and lighting has an enormous impact to play in our built environment and in everything that we perceive. It is not only does it stipulate and define everything that we visually see. It has a great impact on our biological clock, as well as an almost magic ability to change our emotional state of mind in a fraction of a second. If you close your eyes and picture yourself somewhere else than in this room right now, so please close your eyes and allow yourself to dream away. You picture yourself lying in a hammock that is strapped up between 2 palm trees somewhere in the Pacific Ocean, say the Bahamas. You're gazing out over the vast ocean above you. The palm leaves are dancing softly in the breeze. Now open your eyes and watch the screen. Did any one of you see this image?
No.
I can guarantee that none of you saw this image. I've done this exercise with close to 10,000 people, and I have one person say, yes, that was exactly what I saw. 1 people out of 10,000. Everyone sees a sun-drenched beach. I said nothing about the sun. I said nothing about the warmth. And still you imagine it as a good lit environment. Now the reason why I do this experiment is not just to make you laugh when you see this very grey and dull picture. It is actually to prove the magic and the strength of lighting. Because if you do imagine yourself being there, and if you do see the sunlight as all of you did, then you're in a kind of warm and good place. And this image comes on and boom! 10,000 bricks of stone hit you on the shoulders. Your emotional state of mind is changed in an instant of the moment. Now that is the power of light. And what we have to realize is light is not just something that we can easily measure with a spectrometer. It is something that we perceive. It goes into the deepest sense of us. It is not something that we just see. Our eyes interprets information, or our eyes doesn't interpret anything. Our eyes just sends information back, and then the brain interprets it. And we have to realize that we see with the brain, and the brain is far more complex than that. We are mimicking with static, grey, dullish light. We are mimicking the worst kind of weather phenomenon that we have. An overcast, grey day. Some of us might like it. Very few of us does. Almost every one of us picture something like that. And this we now can mimic full on with solid state lighting and human-centric lighting knowledge. We can give people a sense of good lighting instead of providing them with the worst kind of lighting that they do not want. I would even go so far as to say that with the solid state lighting technology available, it is not an option to not use human-centric lighting. It is suited for people where the old technology is suited for a measure device.
I think it's a great presentation. As a lighting design student, one additional thing I want to mention is that when we got the questions about our favorite kind of light often related to the sunset, the sunrise, or the light that's filtered down through the foliage during a forest walk. I think the emotional experience of the light is more related to the character of the light than the intensity of the light. And the most exciting with the light in the nature is that it varies.
We have this scene panel. You can choose 3 different scenes. You have scene number 1. Vary the light during the day from 2600 Kelvin degrees to about 6000. It varies in 12 hours. You also have the demo scene. It's a short presentation of the day. You do the whole day in 55 minutes. And you have the cleaning mode. That's the clean white light, good for the cleaning personnel. We also have the ability to choose intensity manual, adjust from low to high. And you can also vary the Kelvin degrees from the 6000 degrees to 2700. Welcome to another room of human-centric lighting. This is another type of panel and different type of luminaries. We have this scenario exactly the same as the other room. We have 3 different scenes. We have the normal scene for work hours between 8 and 17 in the afternoon. And we also have the demo scene. In the demo scene you can see one working day in just 55 minutes. And we also have the cleaning scene. So scene 1, normal, varying between 8 and 17. Scene number 2 is a demo scene, and scene number 3 is the cleaning scene. Now we're using the cleaning scene only to show you the intensity of the light. Here you have very high intensity, about I think 700 lux at the desks, and then you can go down to just dark. Here we have another room of human-centric lighting. It's also a panel for easy scene adjustments. We have 3 scenes. Number 1, number 2, the whole day in just 50 minutes. And we have the cleaning scene, clean white light. And the off button.
Very good to see a simple and almost self-intuitive control system, which actually enables us to use this good potential to vary the light, to not have a gray dull mass constantly, but to have it vary over the day as we are designed to as human beings. Nature doesn't give us a static light, nature gives us a dynamic light, and this of course is something that we can mimic indoors, but we can only mimic it indoors if it's easy to install and if it's easy to use, and I would say this is a good example of it being easy to install and easy to use.
And I think it also is good with the presentation mode, which gives you the ability to see the variation during half an hour or 50 minutes or so, and really feel the difference between the reddish light and the sharp blue serotonin or melatonin decreasing mode. So I think it helps people to understand the importance of good lighting.
The main impression from this installation is that the technology is getting ready for broad application. One shortcoming so far is that most users do not really know what lighting they want. It should be noted that this kind of slow light variations is something new, which is a new form of application. The tradition has been to work with much more rapid light changes. The users are generally positive, for example, as illustrated by Helen.
I'm part of the light experiment that we have in our offices, and it's in our ProLab or LA Open office. And I think it's very interesting to wear this sensor that I have here. I wear it actually all the time now. And also to feel how the light inside the office changes during the day, and also that you can fine-tune the light. And I think one fun thing about that is that as a guinea pig for indoor lighting, actually it becomes something that makes you feel good psychologically. We haven't gotten the test results yet from the study because this data is collected from 3 persons in our office, in our office room. And also we do tests when you get, you know, the sensors that you put on your head, and they test with different tasks. And I've done that twice now. And I think it's really interesting to focus on indoor light and how we can become more happy, more productive, and also what it does to you in terms of efficiency and heart rate and all those type of things. So it's very fun to be part of this experiment, and I think it's very interesting that we have such good active projects at Open and ProLab, and that we are actually part of those projects as well as, well, in this case as guinea pigs.